Hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is David Novak. I have had sort of a hiccup in video making in that I've scheduled some videos out and didn't tell anybody about it. And I'm trying to get more back into the groove of things. Of course, I have completely quit reading for a while, except for scattered magazine articles here and there. I hope to get back to full-fledged novel reading and Historathon first quarter reading soon. That may entail my chucking Les Miserables to the wayside. I have not fully determined that, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that and possibly replace it with a good Chinese novel. So I've been tagged by a couple of people. I believe Pat at Book Chat with Pat and by Bookless Pete to do the Stay Gold book tag, which was created by Mild Rumpus. I will link his channel. It was a channel that I had not heard about until I was tagged, and I have started watching his channel since and been enjoying it. So I will also put a link to the Stay Gold book tag as done by Pat and by Pete in the description box. So this is kind of a hard one for me to do, I think, because I believe I've been booktubing for about a year now, but I'm still not really sure of what I'm doing, and but I will just take a go at it. The tag is inspired by S.E. Hinton's classic young adult novel, The Outsiders, as well as the musical adaptation that opened on Broadway in April 2024. I have not seen the Broadway musical, but of course I have read the novel. I read that in school. And then on my own, I went to the public library and read That Was Then, This Is Now, which was the second book by S.E. Hinton. And she has written many other books, but I think after those two, which I loved very much, I found myself not enjoying what she wrote. I think Rumblefish was the next one. And I think it may well be another one of those examples where possibly I just grew out of the genre. They were very nice books at the time, and I have thought about rereading either of those just to see what my adult take on them would be. But I did that recently with Cheaper by the Dozen, and I don't know that it was really a fruitful experiment. So there are 9 prompts plus tagging, so 10 prompts, if you will. And number one, these prompts are taking the name of a character in the novel, and I don't remember the characters all that well, but I don't believe they are necessary for the performance of this tag. So number 1 is Ponyboy Curtis. He was the main protagonist of the novel. I believe that there may have been some crossover, and he may have had a bit part or somebody else in That Was Then, This Is Now, but we're talking about The Outsiders here. So share some booktubers who have been especially supportive of your channel. I'm going to, Steve Donahue always refers to himself as a pariah on BookTube, although I don't believe he is, but I am going to risk making myself a pariah here and say that I'm not really sure who has been supportive of my channel. So all of you who have been watching my channel and giving me shout outs and supporting my channel. I may not have heard about it, and I apologize. But I can tell you that Brian at Bookish has been very supportive of me as a booktuber, in that he has come and given really astute comments here and there. He's not by any means a fan of my channel, but he does pop in occasionally. And he has given good advice a lot of times, even just in response to a comment that I may have made on one of his videos. And it's really helped me shape the way I hope to navigate this channel henceforward, such as he mentioned certain types of videos that he does not watch, and I have stopped watching those types of videos. And it's really helping ease the load a little bit as far as being part of the BookTube community, because I find, even though I may well be doing things to become a pariah, that I find that I really enjoy the community so much and want to continue to being a part of it. So, number 2, Darrel Darry Curtis. Share a channel that has inspired or somehow influenced your channel. Well, of the big booktubers, I will mention again Steve Donahue, because he has shown me that it is possible to make a video without all the fancy bells and whistles. I have not yet learned very much of the rudiments of editing or pasting in book covers, that sort of thing. And what he showed me was that if you just set the camera on and talk in a genuine way, or a way that approximates genuineness, that you can possibly make a video that some other person may care to watch. And so far it has been a rewarding experience. There are other booktubers who have inspired me, but in a way that is to say inspired me beyond my level to reach. And so I think I will just leave that there for now. Number 3, Sodapop Curtis. Share a BookTube channel that makes you laugh and brings you joy. There are a lot of those. I wonder if I should just limit these to one per each. And I will say Shelley Swearingen's channel. It just, she just always is like a breath of fresh air when the video pops on, and even all of her extraneous content in the shorts are just, it brings joy to my day. Although she has had days where she herself was a little bit down, I think, due to life situations. Yet, even so, the very humanness or humane face of her channel brings me joy regularly. There are other BookTube channels that I might easily add, but I don't want to go on and on. So let me see. Number 4, Keith Two-Bit Mathews. Recommend some new to you BookTube channels that you enjoy watching? Well, I will put some links. I will, of course, well, I said I would link Mild Rumpus, and there have been some others, but I will just put those in the link because I'm not really prepared for this and I don't remember everybody's name. Books have been far from my mind lately, and I've been trying to keep on top of watching BookTube, but it's also not really at the center of my life right now. So, number 5. Dally Winston. It's funny how, except for Ponyboy Curtis and Sodapop Curtis, none of these names even have a resonance with me. What was something that you initially found tough as a BookTube newbie? Share how you overcame it. Well, I would say being nervous and fumbling, and I have not overcome it. I remember hearing the story about the great cellist Pablo Casals, how he suffered from immense stage fright before he went on to perform, and that stage fright never left him for the entirety of his career, yet he went on and performed regardless. And so I think what happens, if anything, is that one becomes more at ease with one's discomfort, or at ease within one's discomfort. Now, a brief disclaimer, it's possible that I remember that story wrong, and it could be someone else besides Pablo Casals, but I do the best I can. Number 6, Steve Randall. What is your favorite video on your channel? Well, I think that came up as a prompt in another very recent tag that's gone around. And I for that one, I mentioned the cat video where I introduced the animals that reside at the same address as I do. And I'll just leave that there because I can't think of any other. I don't really go back to think about my videos. Number 7, Cherry Valance. Valance, I guess, because that's the same name as the man who shot Liberty Valance. Cherry Valance. Share a channel that you enjoy watching outside of BookTube. I will. And I've mentioned a couple of other channels here and there that I enjoy. One of my favorites, although I watch it more selectively, the more BookTube channels I accrue to my watch list, but that would be Practical Engineering. It's a pretty big channel, and it will delve into topics such as why dams break. There was a really marvelous series recently about all of the technology and science that goes into making railroads function as they do, all aspects of railroads. Highly recommended. Johnny Cade, number 8, discuss the effect that BookTube has had on you as a reader. I am not sure. It has broadened my reading, to be sure. It has also possibly set up unrealistic expectations. many booktubers can read a lot more books than I can even attempt. But I think that's a common foible, if you will, and I don't think it's a great peccadillo, although since I've become a serious reader, which is now two years and 3 months plus a little bit, I have made a strong effort not to DNF books, DNF being BookTube E's for do not finish. And I seriously am thinking of laying aside Les Miserables. And I feel pressure because I went into a Voxer group with a whole group of excellent booktubers who are all very much loving this book. I even got a book about the book. That's how enthusiastic I was at the start. And I find myself just on a day-to-day basis, I just don't enjoy cracking open the book. And it has led me to just quit reading altogether, although it is not entirely Hugo's fault. I have other things going on as well. So on the positive side, I have been introduced to more authors that I have enjoyed very much. And, excuse me, I wish I could go more in the direction of reading a gazillion new authors all the time. Right now I am trying to focus on mammoth novels, and when one focuses on mammoth novels, there are a lot of other little books that one cannot read. So, number 9, sunsets share a piece of advice / wisdom. Well, I don't have a lot of wisdom, but this is coming back to the Memento Mori tag, which you may recall went around not that long ago. And a realization, it's not anything new, but it's a realization which has somehow impressed itself upon me more lately than ever, which is that you are in the process of losing everything. And sometimes when you think about that, it's a little bit overwhelming. My partner today just lost her favorite hat. It's a very, very nice hat. I think I've worn it in one of my videos, the Strand bookstore hat, and goodness knows how it happened, and it's probably irreplaceable, because if the Strand bookstore still sells those hats, probably it's not the same hat, and the quality is probably gone down. It had the name Strand, and then it had the Japanese character for bun, for book, making the A I should say it's a Chinese character originally. Or even more, I could just say it's a word. But that is the only wisdom that I have. So this is the end of my Stay Gold book tag. I have seen a lot of people do this tag, and I will forbear to tag others at this time. If you have seen this tag and you feel that you would like to do it, please take it upon yourself and make a video with my blessings. I will put the prompts into the description box below for your convenience. Thank you very much for stopping by my channel.